Welcome to Pilot Ryan Media. We've got the 1800mm 4S Power FMS Ranger. Check the info card to see the flight videos of this thing. What we're here for today is to show you how easy it is to put on the floats. Floats are optional. It's going to be really easy. There's preparations made under the belly of this thing to get it done, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Check out the flight videos and the links in the description to get yours. This is a fun flying plane for right now, around $279. We're going to take these gear off. We're going to get right into it. There is a steerable rudder, by the way. Servos embedded in the floats, and you'll see them up close in just a minute. One thing that I know is going to happen is we're going to have to get the suspension strut out of the front of the aircraft. There's your access right there to the mechanism. Steering tiller. I actually really like how easy this is to get to these items. I have worked with other big Cessna aircraft that are not as easy to work with. So the minute you undo the screw, I was trying to pull the steering tiller off. This is threaded. So the minute you undo the screw in the big steering tiller, servo arm looking thing, this is the screw that's right there in that steering tiller. It goes in there. This is keyed, so it only goes one way. 2 3/4 inch wheel. This drops right out. Easy peasy. As you can see, this is where the nose strut came out. Here are preparations that have been made for the front part of the floats. And here is where the back part go. And they are impossible to get wrong. There are two different size U-brackets. You see these are different size. These are metric. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gets it done right here. And these are neat little pieces here. Look at that. You might need these screws later. We'll have to see. But we did get hardware with the floats. And this tells us right here that it's that size is what's going to go in the back. So here we've got these in, and this is exactly where they go. The big wide channel here goes forward in the aft end of the fuse. And this, there's only one place for it to go. Done a little research online really quick, and what I noticed is these steps right here. This, of course, has got the plastic bottom keel, but these steps, it looks like they go on the middle of the aircraft. So we're not going to button this up right now, but we're just going to get everything ready to go. So these have flat spots on them, and then you're going to go in with the set screw from above. But for now, we're just going to make sure everything works and fits, and I know it does. And then from over the top, we'll make sure that we can see the flat spot just like we want, and we'll be good to go. So there's also a couple other rods that come with the kit. Hi. And they're right here. And they also have flat spots in them. These go right there in the small portion. Now I'm going to run them through deep past where they need to go, so they're out of the way when we install the other side. Nice and out of the way there. I can't wait to get this out on the snow or the water. And then there's a servo embedded inside the float. You're going to run your rudder wire up into here and wire it in, and you're done. And there's the water rudder right here. I think if you're going to beat around on the snow a bunch, you might want to take it off and rely on the rudder to do your steering so you don't mess up this mechanism. Now I can run these. And I know the flats need to be facing upwards, so I'll go ahead and do that. The long one will hold the thing down. So the long protrusion here on these brackets is what will go forward. Nice. Fits really good. Again, the forward portion, the long portion forward. This is sweet. Go ahead and put our screws back while we're at it. Brass threaded inserts. I mean, nice touch all around. I like it. It reuses the same hardware except for the wires itself to get this done. That's pretty slick. I'm super impressed with how easy it was to do the nose gear, to get it out. I thought that was going to be a nuisance, but it wasn't. And then you have this right here. This is the parts bag that comes with the floats. So you've got some more screws, you got the brackets for the front, and the Y connector you're going to need. And the little grub screws, the little black ones. We're going to use these in just a minute. We'll use the zip ties later. And we're going to need these screws right here. And a lot of times they're really good about sending an extra one. And here's our little black grub screws for the top side. But we're going to put those somewhere nice. And we're going to go ahead and also stuff our wire into the fuselage while we have it upside down as well. And we're just going to run it down here. And we'll wrap it up nice. And I'm going to actually put the Y on now, making sure polarity is good. We'll pull that out later. And we'll hook up our rudder, obviously, to the other end of the Y. These are deeper back here, so they go like this. And really, you just take your time. There's no doubt about how these go. They're recessed, countersunk, so there's really no doubt about how these work. Brass threaded inserts. Very nice. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is installing the floats. I mean, that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then you've got your hardware and your brackets right here. Now we're going to back it up and flip it over. Now we just have to make sure we've got we can see our flat spots in here. And that's what we're working on now. And really, it looks like we're dialed in. Now, I made sure I can see my flat spots on both of these. And also, it's hard to tell, but my metal is flush on the back side. So it looks like that's a great gauge starting point for these. Just go flush there. Take a look at your flat spots, see if you got it, and then cinch it. Again, brass threaded inserts on this stuff. I mean, it's just well thought out. I'm gonna be doing the de Havilland Beaver floats as well, and they go on similar but a little bit different. So that one will be coming as well soon to the channel. Make sure you stick around to the end so you can see me roll credits. I like to thank all the patrons on our Patreon page for doing what they do and being who they are. There's the flat spot there, and pushing this through till yep, there we go. Can you see that? We'll zoom in on this one tighter. So earlier, like I was talking, you can see these, right? They'll if I push hard enough, it'll come through. But flat is what you want. Now this one, the way it is, your flat spot's going to be right. Now the smaller one, you might have to roll it to get it upright. I already got mine upright, so I'm good to go. But I did pull it through the other side. There we go. They're deep, they're in there. I don't see those backing out. Let's do the other side. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Same deal. We know this one's right, and it's showing right there. Just perfectly flush. So we're going for it. And you gotta tighten it pretty good because it needs to be. And it feels like it's tight before it might actually be. And this wrench is awful. And you can, yep, it's not ready. See, it feels like it is, but it's not. So this just goes in and it should be fine at this point. We already hit flat on the other side, so we know this should be okay. Go ahead and get it started and then put some tension on it. All right, we got it started. Get some tension on it here. And clamp down on her. Same deal. Really give it the gusto because it feels tight before it is. And when I get off the tension and the thing stays put, I know I got it. And here we are with the front one. One more grub screw and we got it. Same deal. Get it started. And get some tension on it. And cinch it. You got to really torque on it because you'll think you have it, but you don't. All right, let's back this baby up, and we're gonna get the wire cleaned up. So now we're getting in the Ranger business right here. Should be really easy to get my there it is, my wire. It's gonna be the only thing coming in back there. And we already put our Y on it, which probably did us a favor. So you're not going to see much because my hand's going to get in the way. All I have to do is unplug channel 4. Grab my Y connector end. But not the end, but the other half of it. Make sure the polarity's good. Done. Now simply plug this into the port that you just exited. Again, with the polarity right. Can't see what I'm doing, but how could you? That's that. So we're good to go on the rudder. So now, if you don't like the way it throws, you're going to have to mechanically adjust the vertical stab, because the water rudder, there's really no adjusting it. So that is your control on this experiment. You have to just, if they don't line up, you're going to have to just mechanically adjust your rudder. Let's clean these wires up and put the wings on this baby and show it to you. And you can obviously use as many of these as you want to. But they only send 2. You don't want it super tight. You need to have a little bit of wiggle room just for flex and things like that. Just a little bit of wiggle and we'll be fine. That's great. I'm happy with that. And then sometimes I would like want to tape that, but I'm good with this. Tighten them up and snip them up. I'm good with that. Again, you can tape that up a little slicker if you'd like, obviously. And there's your water rudder here. Yeah, like white electrical tape or like the clear hinge tape kind of does do a really good job at hiding those wires. I've done that before. I might do that again. What a lovely model. I like this a lot. Easy to transport. I'm putting it together so you can see it, but otherwise I'd be leaving the wings off. And done. Let's fly it. That's nice. So keep these together. Otherwise, that's it. You got your floats on, and it's super easy to reinstall the landing gear if you need to. That's that. Let's put the lid on. I'm not going to fire it up. There's no need to. All I got to do is perhaps adjust the rudder a little bit. That's no big deal. We have got this baby ready to go on water or have fun in the snow. Would you just look at this baby? Holy smokes. You want to see it fly on wheels? We've done that. Check it out. We got a couple of videos at the end of this. Also, our patrons, we thank at the end of the video. We're rolling them like credits because without them, we just wouldn't be here. And you can also help as well by going to pilotryanmedia.com and clicking on any of the branded icons. Check out the Amazon store, merch store, all those things help earn the channel some commissions, which is helpful. We like that, and thank you. So, FMS Ranger 1800 millimeter 4S. Awesome bird, easy to install the floats. Thanks for coming by. Most of you guys aren't subscribers who watch the videos. I look into the analytics. So if you like what you see, there's a lot of it. We've been making videos since 2012 solid, and at a couple different channels actually. So we appreciate you, and I would like to think we know what we're doing. We have a great community around us who likes to hop in on a live chat. We do a live stream every Saturday night called RC Pilots Lounge right on this channel. Next week's going to be like 70 weeks in a row. So we're having a good time. This is your Pilot Ryan. We'll see ya. Thanks. This is cool. I can't wait to get it up on snow or water. What do you think it's going to be? Snow first? Probably. Or water? Tell me in the comments. All right. See ya.